Mudit?
This meeting is being recorded.
Hello.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Somadip Pal, student. I, Somadip Pal, student from Department of Information Technology, welcomes you all to today's event on motivational session by successful entrepreneur, organized by Institute Innovation Council and Entrepreneurship Development Cell in association with the IPC cell of B.B. Poddar Institute of Management and Technology. Honorable Principal Ma'am, Professor Dr. Shubham Mukherjee Ma'am, Honorable former Dean Academic Dr. B.N. Chatterjee Sir, Honorable Coordinator of IIC Cell, Surojit Mondol Sir, and respected faculty members and my fellow members. It's indeed a matter of great pleasure for me to welcome all of you to the third day of our event. Today we will have our motivational session by Mr. Debdip, the CEO and founder of Cleonix Technologies Private Limited. Now I request Sudipta ma'am to invite our speaker.
Yes. Good afternoon to all the teachers and all the from on behalf of the IIC member and IIC cell on behalf of the IIC cell, I, Sudipta Roy, from Department of Information Technology, welcome you all in the motivational session by the successful entrepreneur. It's a great privilege for me to invite our guest speaker, Mr. Debdip, who is going to deliver the lecture on his motivational story and his journey about how he is going to organize, manages, and assumes the risk of the business and for being an entrepreneur. So I request Mr. Debdip, sir. Sir, please, you can start your lecture session. Sir, please.
Thank you, Shilpa ma'am. It's really an honor to be a part of this program that all of you, like every faculty member of the Bodhar and like you and on the governing body, like whoever is organizing this session, it's a really good thing that like I would introduce myself a bit later, but before that, like I would just like to thank everyone who is also participating in this or in this program. I'll try to, as per Shulita ma'am, she asked me to motivate you, all of you, but I don't know whether I'm very good or bad at that, but like I'll try to do my best and tell you about the stories and practically the journey that I have been through in from just like a student of B.B. Poddar.
Yes, Debdip sir, sorry to interrupt you, sir. Can you please turn on your camera?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
I'm sorry for that.
Yes.
Okay. So, visible?
Yes, you are.
Okay, great. All right. So, the thing is that I want to discuss with you guys is basically the journey that I have been through, like over these years. So I'll start with my introduction first, and then I'll come to my company and everything. So, hello everyone. My name is Debdip, and I am privileged to be a part of this session. First of all, thank you all the people who have come around to listen to me. And the thing is, like I started my journey. I'll start a bit with my introduction from my schooling time as well. So I completed my schooling from Salt Lake School, right here in Kolkata, and then I went to B.B. Poddar. Practically, I was a student from your very own college, so it's also my college, and like I did my BTech degree, completed my BTech degree in 2008. Uh, that's long back, I know, but everything is, whenever I hear the name of my college, I'm really proud of that, because like it's being the foundation and the platform from where a journey of a professional person starts. Um, so everything, I would like to say that it started the foundation. Basically, the college started the foundation of the journey, and from where I learned sitting on the same benches that I know today the classes are going online, but absolutely all of you will get the opportunity or already have got the opportunity to sit on that same benches and do the take the classes, disturb the teachers, do everything that we did similarly, like giving proxies. I know because so after that, going from there and then got placed, and from placement to business, I'll just tell brief things about all of these. So now I'll start from where the college ends. Now, 2008, I completed the graduation, got the degree from uh, like um, West Bengal University of Technology. You know the name by Macau now. So we at that time it was WBUT, so West Bengal University of Technology. So I got that degree from there, and then by third year I also got placed in a reputed company called Tech Mahindra. But then that time also the recession stroke, so it was a very bad period, because what happened is that all our joinings actually got postponed, and this is a serious thing. We were actually ready to go, the date was given, we already have the train tickets in our hand, the hotel booking, everything was done. But then suddenly I was actually I remember the day still, I was actually enjoying with my friends, my college mates, and suddenly a phone call came, that because the very next day or the 2 days later we were supposed to go to Pune for our joining. A phone call came and it said, okay, your joining has been indefinitely postponed due to the recession. And that was a very bad period. And then the struggle started. Obviously I went to companies, different companies. From then I have gone to 2 different companies and worked over there, learned a lot over there. But finally when it was close to 2010, 2011, I decided, okay, I have to do something for myself. I'm working for people, and I was getting paid. I won't say I was not getting paid, I was getting paid, but I thought of, always had a dream to do something by myself, so that I can work for myself, I don't have to work for anyone. Obviously it's a service industry, we definitely work for different people, I know that, but I started working uh, for few clients, and then I decided, okay, let's do something of my own. And then I created a website, a very small website for my company, and then I went on pitching to various people that, okay, I build websites, I build small websites. So uh, today is a different scenario, but you will all be, maybe you won't believe, there was a time in back in 2011-12 when I practically built a website for 1500 rupees. So 1500 rupees, that was a start. So um, then what happens is that but still that time I was just doing the job, and side by side I was just trying to develop and build the company, so that I can make something. But there was no office, there was nothing, it was me, everything was by me. So what I did is I kept on pitching to various people, I build websites. So a friend came to me and said, okay, I need this kind of website. I said, okay, I can build it. And then again it was 2000 rupees, 3000 rupees for a website. That time, I did it because I always knew that if you have to start something big, you have to start from small. You if you want to make something big, then you have to start from the basics, because I actually had very basic knowledge at that time. So whatever work came in front of me, I just took that. I just took that and I started building those. So slowly, I gathered more experience. I started working with a few good clients after that. Um, and then I created my profiles in various websites where I can display the work that are done by me. and then people started coming to me. This was the whole idea. This was the whole concept. Then in 2014, like 2014, I would actually like to mention about this person. So there are a certain very important person in my life, as we all do. Like first one was my wife. That's she's not present here right today, but then maybe someday I'll be able to. She'll be able to come for here. So we decided that it was 2014 that we decided. That time I was not married. We got married later in 2014, but like it was 2014 actually when we decided to start a company. Now, to start a company, we always need a good amount of capital. But very honest, I didn't have any capital that time. Small savings and a laptop. That was like also like purchased during my college days. So like it was very old. But then I thought, okay, let's start something. Okay, and she was like she actually inspired me to start this as well. So what happened is that uh, we started this, and now there was obviously again, as I said, there was no office. There was no office at all. So what happened is that I found a very small room. Even like it's even smaller than the room that today I'm sitting. So it was like I don't know, 10 feet by 10 feet, something like that. So it's very small room. So where I started building sites. She is a graphics designer, my wife. So she started like controlling the creative section, and I started with the development part. So that's how we actually started the company, and it's a fruit. Like we did it in a single room. We always listen things about big companies who start in garages and everything, but this was actually a fact. It happened into my life. So we started the setup from a very small room, and there was only two computers. Like one was actually given by one of my uncle that like she used, and the other one was my laptop that I had for that time. So that way we started the company. Now then onwards, I would like to talk about Cleonix. So Shilpa ma'am, I'm just sharing my screen now so that I can show the. Can you see my screen, all of you? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir. It is visible.
Yes. Okay, great. Okay, so I actually want I don't know exactly how many people, maybe 28, 29 people are there. Please say something from your end as well, okay? Otherwise, I just feel like talking.
So right now,
Yeah.
51 participants.
Yeah, 51. Okay, great. That's great. Last time I checked, the number was 20. Okay, no problem. So it was then when this company started, 2014. But again, this wasn't private limited that time. So the name, I don't know how I thought of the name, but it just came to mind. I decided, okay, Cleonix is the name. I don't know. This word practically doesn't have any meaning, but like still like I decided I'll go with this name. So that actually did something, because so this name became so unique that it actually you can like get only one. So there is no other Cleonix or anything in the web world. So I will talk about the journey now. So what we do is basically we are a digital service and solution company. So currently we are based in two places. Like one is Salt Lake, that's near to Sector 5, you can say Sector 2. And the other branch is in Atlanta right now. So from where we get all the project sourcing and everything. So we started this solution building company, and like mostly website development that time when we started. And that time also our office was not in Salt Lake. This was a small room office, as I said, and it was in different location basically. Now what we are doing, what we are trying to do here in Cleonix Technologies is to provide solutions to people to make their world easy. Now, what happens is that I'll just tell all of you, this is very important thing that, what is the, like, I actually want an answer. Like, I also want an answer, because speaking from the technology perspective, I really want to ask all of you, uh, can you tell me the thing that sells today, like that sells mostly today? So in terms from, you can say comfort or anything. So like, what are your opinions? What is the thing that gets like sales mostly today? Anybody? Okay. So I can understand. These sessions are boring. I do understand. I'll try to make it. So I'll tell you, I found from a very early age that it is convenience that sells the most. So whenever we try to buy something, like starting from the fan to AC to anything, we see what way it will make our life convenient. So all the appliances, everything, all the gadgets and anything that you see around you, that you purchase or buy, is basically for your convenience. Now, so that was the idea which I thought, like, if I can provide convenience to people, like, obviously by building websites. I don't know whether that's like a thing, but I thought that I will build website in such a way that it will make their purpose much more convenient. So that was the thing which, like, I decided to start building in that way. So that's why what happened is that I did follow that goal, and I found it had a good yield. So like, uh, by the second year, like you can say 2016, we started actually receiving good clients. So like, when the 2016, like, our company became private limited as well. So because that, by that time there was a boom, and people actually started calling us, like, so but still then, that time we had us that same small office. It was end of 16 when we moved to a new office, with, like, you can say there was like more than, that time the team was small, so there was like, 10 people working or something. So we moved to a different location. We took an office in Salt Lake, where we like, rebuild the infrastructure of the company, and like it became private limited, with the other three directors that have all practically are my family. So uh, that way, uh, we became private limited on 2016, after we received a good amount of clients. Now it was, the foundation was set for the next step. So the next step was to organize the company. So obviously now the company is set up, from proprietorship to private limited, but the next step is to take it to the pro level, where we can deliver more better solutions to people, and also like, better solutions to make their life easy. Then we thought that, okay, we will restructure the team. So we appointed managers, and we appointed, other analysis persons who helped us to brought up the thing. So a few of them, like, I would like to mention their names. Definitely one is Mr. Sagarjit Kundu, who takes like the head of the business development right now. And there is Mr. Bikash Hutait, who is like, the director of IT right now. So I am also a developer, but he heads the development team right now. So after that, obviously, as I mentioned, Debdip, my wife, Debdip Bose, she basically takes care of the creative part. So she's the creative director of the company right now. And then we went for the next level. Now, for running a company, the most important part that I learned, you have to be very organized. And then we decided, okay, so now we have got a team. Now we have got an office, proper office. Now we have got some good clients, but to run the show, we have to organize all these things, like make all these things perfectly organized, so that all the jobs, all the works that we take get delivered on time, because most of the Indian companies has got a reputation that that doesn't deliver on time, and even if it is time, it's like not bug free. So we decided to implement a system that will help us organizing. And in India, there is no better system for organizing a company than to go with ISO certification. So basically, that was the next level where we decided to make our company ISO certified company. So this happened in 2018. So in 2018, we decided that, okay, we will now take the ISO certification. So this ISO audit is very stringent. So like there are people coming from abroad, not abroad, people coming from like outside of Bengal, like to audit your company, the system, how it works, everything is documented. So everything, like there is not even a single thing that's not documented. Like, everything that we do here has to be documented. So this is basically the motto why we went for this ISO certification. And this really helped us to organize how things will go in the future. Obviously, when you do something meticulously and you put the hard work and you organize them properly, it is definitely bound to grow. So once this audit was complete, we again restructured the company a bit, because the organizational hierarchy, the process of working, everything was now had a guide to it. So like you can say it's kind of a manual that was provided to us, that like we see for whenever you like for the pilots, they have their manual for flying and everything. So it is same like for the companies. So why I'm telling you this, because once you do this certification, it helps you to manage the company in a particular defined way. So I now have definition for everything. So right now the standard that is going is ISO 9001 2015. Previously when we did on 2018, it was ISO 9001 and 2008. Now when we started following the manuals and we started doing things like according to the books, according to the guidelines of better companies, it started growing even faster. So within those next two years or 2-3 years, you can say, like from 2018 to 2020, until we were struck by the novel coronavirus, we actually were getting huge clients. So now clients all over started coming from abroad, domestic. Every time there is like inquiries, because we started following the process. We build a process that will help us to survive, help us to deliver better solutions in a proper way, like not just us going and sitting down for development. So this was the most important achievement that we had in our company on 2018. And from then onwards, everything is now governed by those guidelines. And it is now going towards a prosperous future, I believe. Next, so these are basically like this was a bit of background story for the company. So now we have like more than, you can say, 150 plus clients from global and domestic markets. I don't know the exact number, but just my marketing heads told me this before this call. So it should be, the number should be more than 150 plus. So now then these slides I actually have to make because like for these presentations, but the vision was very clear, like to go beyond common practices of digital services, provide and deliver simple yet robust solutions. Now why I have written this is basically because, as I said, like I have already described this earlier, I focused on making things convenient. So how we can make things more convenient for people, how we can make a e-commerce site more convenient, how we can make a CRM more convenient to people. I know there are big companies like who are much bigger than me, but believe me, if you follow a process, if you go through the manuals, you do your job correctly, and you are hardworking, you will win one day. I am not saying I'm a big winner, but yes, I'm trying to achieve that mark still, but it takes a lot of effort and dedication, because at this point of time, the only amount of sleep that I get is like 4 or 5 hours a day. So that's like, I can understand it's difficult to achieve, but you have to do, because if I work hard now, I know we will automatically move towards a good future. So the thing is, like, you won't believe, like, I have been actually supporting clients all over the globe. So UK, US, Australia, and many other countries. So these are the first world countries, that's why I said the names. But there are clients from Middle East, there are clients from, like, our Asian clients, and also the domestic market, like the Indian clients we have. So I have been speaking with clients of all the countries, practically, like most of the countries, I would say. And one thing I noticed very common, this is something I would like to tell you. Like, I noticed something very common with all of them, all the clients that I spoke. They are just as normal human beings as we are. So what happens is that when I approach these clients, I go in a very normal way. Like, I just don't want to put very professionalism, or I just don't want to, I just speak them like as a friend. I just want to support them as a friend. So in fact, that actually creates a bit of problem for me, because all of them now wants to speak with me only, which is difficult. But I have managers handling that part also. But whenever they gets into any problem or anything to discuss, they come down to me. So, but I will tell you something, this is very important, which I learned. So let it be any person from any country or anywhere else in the world. If you show them that, okay, I am there for you, if you understand their words, if you try to listen to them, because we have a big problem here, like, that is, we do a one-way thing generally. When we talk to people, like, what we do is, like, we especially the foreigners, we get afraid, and we, okay, what if I say anything wrong? It can happen. But even that, I would say, if you make your approach correct, and if you try to understand what they're saying to you, then you will have a good relationship with them for a long time. And trust me, some of my like foreign clients and Indian clients are actually from 2016 2014. So they are still working with me, like, because I am more like a friend to them. So I try to understand their problem. Now, this is important, though I like, this is irony that I'll say this, that you have to be a good listener. I know I am speaking, but you have to be a good listener, like, to understand what people need. Then it will actually make you more easy to communicate with people. Just try to listen what someone is saying. It's not only applies for the clients, it applies for anyone. Even you can become a better human being as well if you try to listen what people are saying. I know there are facts which we don't like to listen, but at least you can give it a go. Just just for a just for a note, I would like to say this, because like, a person cannot be good or a bad. Like, we have this terms, like, this is bad person. Like, even in the industry, they say there's a bad client, it's a good client. But I believe that all clients are human beings, and if I listen to them, maybe there is something good that's coming on my way. So you have to keep your patience. You have to listen to what they're saying. That's the most important factor. And once you do that, you will understand that there are no people in this world who are bad or who are good. Every person has got some good and has got some bad inside him or her. So, like, they you just have to understand the light that's coming from the other way. So if you listen to it, you will definitely get that. So now that was kind of a lecture, I can understand, but, like, I hope I'm not boring all of you with my these things. But next thing is like what makes us different from others. Now, the most important thing that I learned, if a client becomes happy with our solution, we are happy. So my happiness always was when I deliver a good solution to them. So I decided like let's focus on the happiness of the client, and I will be automatically happy, because the smile that comes to their face when we deliver a good solution, even the anger that comes in their face if we deliver something wrong. Obviously we are all human beings, we made mistakes, that's but the only thing that makes us different from other animals, we learn from the mistake. So if you learn from your mistakes and start making developments, and don't try to repeat the same mistake over and over again, it will definitely create a difference. So that's why I always say this line, that every day we learn, we innovate, and we make a difference. So start learning from your past, then you work on that, you innovate, and definitely you can create a difference. I don't know what difference I did, but it definitely did a difference to my life, the way of thinking, the way of understanding how I'm moving forward. Now, this is a quotation. Okay, anybody who knows this quotation? With great powers comes from great responsibility. Anybody? From where this came? Again, no one. Anyways, so this is from that famous movie Spider-Man, where Spider-Man was said, like, with great powers comes great responsibility. So I will define what I meant by power, and I'll also define what I meant by responsibility. So whenever somebody is asking you to build something for them, that actually gives you a power to create something. So you have the power to create something for someone. That is the power portion. Now, if you don't create that perfectly, or the way he or she wants it, then somehow your responsibility is lagging. So I do believe in the structure that if you have power to do something, if you have power to build something, even if you have power to destroy something, do that responsibility with responsibility, so that you can understand. Like, what I say is that all the mistakes that is being done in my company, like there are developers, there are designers, other people working, so I know everyone is a human being and they do mistakes. But whenever they do a mistake, I take the responsibility on my shoulder, because I understand it was trusted to me by someone. And if there is a mistake, it's also my responsibility to correct that and give a better solution. So if you really want to do something of your own, like if you want to open a company someday, or if you want to build something, do that responsibility, because that will actually help you these things like commitment and deadlines. So that was apart from what it makes different from us. Another point that I would like to say that really makes us different from other companies, obviously I'm talking about other small companies, I'm not talking about companies which are big companies like Cognizant or CDS, TCS. They have got a different hierarchy, everything different. But the best part is that whenever I take a project from a client, I actually try to understand whether I will be able to do that project. So I tell the client that, okay, see, I will take your project only if I understand that this is something which I also can do. I know I'm not sure whether that's a good or that's a bad thing, but as all of you can see here, I am, and I am getting clients doing good work. So there are people who actually opens a company, just think, okay, so I just need to invest money, I need to hire people and get the things done, that's it. I don't see business from that perspective. I have got my own values and my ethics. So I only take up a project when I know that at least some part, or maybe the whole project, I can deliver by myself. This is very helpful if you start a business. I'll tell you why. Because certain times there are employees which switch from one company to another company, and this is inevitable. So they will switch definitely. Except there are very loyal employees, a few very loyal employees who always stay. Like we have employees back from 2014 also. So what happens is that if you depend too much on someone, then you may face problems if that person leaves or if that person does something wrong to you. So it's very important that you always have a plan B, and my plan B is always me. So if uh, someone fails to deliver the solution, I actually can deliver that. So this is something which makes us a bit different from other companies as well, because I'm just not the CEO. If needed, I can also work as a developer day and night, no problem, and I can deliver the solution. If needed, I don't need a designer, because I know my wife can deliver that anytime, if even if there is no designer present in the company. So this is something which makes us also different. So all the people who are actually sitting in the higher positions in our company management has some skills of their own. So like they can tackle a single project single-handedly also. Now these are the sectors where we have worked. So for the last like 2014. So website design and development has been our the biggest factor that we started. Then we moved to CRM development. I think all of you know what's a CRM and what's an ERP. So basically, where like they manage a lot of customer records, all those things. So we have started developing huge CRMs. So for example, we did a CRM for USA for a US client, basically, that keeps record of, like, you can say, close to 10,000 churches of that country. And also the record of the members who are attending the church. So like it's a huge CRM that works over there. So this is example for CRM. So everything is recorded inside that. Then we move to mobile application development because the world practically switched from web to mobile. So we also have to switch from web to mobile also. Obviously, web development is still there, it works, but also mobile applications are developed because everything came in our hand, like the 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 phones that gave us all the power, like to do anything, sitting on a chair, see everything, traveling by a train, traveling by a flight, like you can do anything from your hand. So we also had to make the switch. And then we also focus on creative communication and graphics design. So that's basically you can say branding a company, like getting the brand values from the company and making their creatives, designing their portfolios, designing their websites. So all these are part of creative and also graphics. So we started doing that also. Digital marketing and SEO. I think all of you know this. What exactly is this? So this is basically the Facebook marketing, Instagram Reels, everything. We do that for all of our clients practically. So we create the creatives and then we put the ads so that they runs through. There are different algorithms for each of the platform. Like there are Google AdWords, there are Facebook AdWords. So we run through them, and it's just get conversion to the clients. And 2016, I would just go back a bit, because 2016 we actually started e-commerce development. So when the company became private limited. So before that we used to make normal websites. E-commerce development became a real boom in India. So we now keep shopping. Like there are so many brands coming, so many other mobile applications, everything. So we had to do the switch. Like e-commerce was a key, is still a key integrity of our company. So we use various e-commerce platform to work on, and we give the clients solution for selling their products, for displaying their products, for marketing their products. So These three, like creative communication, digital marketing, and e-commerce, these are very closely linked, and obviously mobile application. So these four actually work hand to hand because all the like the platforms are now switching towards e-commerce, and even there is a projection there will be like more websites coming for e-commerce because people are selling everything through the digital marketing portion right now. So these are the few wings that we work currently. Apart from this, we also work on another wing which is not specifically mentioned here. That is basically the cloud business. So like we work on AWS, we work on Google Compute Engine, we work on Lambda, we work on CDN, we also work on the other hosting solutions that's there present, and we also have our own hosting solution. So we have our servers set up in US, like dedicated servers, and we give clients hosting and domain, all those things, like for getting the name, the domain name, hosting, all those things. So we do work in the cloud industry as well now. Okay, now these are the industries where we have worked. So fashion, obviously it's a big part of like everybody now. And then there is e-governance. So we have built websites for government ventures as well. So from where like business development officers, so BDO officers are there, for whom we have built websites which accommodates their like e-governance portion through that website. Healthcare industry, we have built sites and applications for healthcare solution providers like hospitals, medical shops, and also franchise brands. And then there is newspaper and media. I will tell you one thing about this newspaper and media part. So basically there was a project which we had back in, I guess, 2018 or 19. So what happened is that during that project, there was a design that was to, it was a Zimbabwe based newspaper, like we have Telegraph or Statesman. So that brand was a big brand actually, like it was one of the leading newspaper of Zimbabwe. So that time they opened a tender, like so what they said, like submit your designs, and if we like that, we will select you. So Debarati, like my wife did the design for like 7 days. She created the layout, and the best part was like out of, like you say, 250 designs, I guess, I don't remember exactly, ours were chosen. So that was a very important milestone for us in the creative agency. So out of all those 200 or 250 designs, like the one that was chosen by actually created by her, so it's created by us. So that was a big milestone. So after that, we also went into newspaper media. Then real estate, we have done a lot of sites for Australia, IDX, MLX. So all those are listings basically, like and also we did sites for Italy. They have good real estate business over there. And also like US, we are currently working with one of the largest real estate providers in US. So they provide real estate leads to different brands. So they are one of the largest over there. We are working with them currently. Then there is electronics. Electronics, we did not much, we did small work, but yes, there are a couple of clients who are from the electronic industries. Also, the one that's not mentioned here is metallurgy. We did websites for factories, like not only website, there are CRM also included on that. So in metallurgy, we did a site for a company called Thermocouple Tips. So they manufacture the thermocouple tips. I think some of you know this, what exactly this thing is, but it's basically to measure the temperature of metal when they are getting when they are melting, because that tip is like a tip can withstand a huge temperature. So that's also one which did. Then there is education sector. We are like, I have been teaching in colleges also. So I have been the guest lecturer like back in 2019, I believe, for BP Poddar. I took, it was very good. Like I enjoyed the session very much that time. Like I hope in future I'll definitely come back again. So it was a chance that was given to me to teach Python that time. I taught Python, I think. Yes, Python, it was Python. So it was a 6 month, like a semester based class I did, but it was very interesting. Uh, and also transportation. So transportation and hotel industry, we did a lot of sites. So like a lot of sites and a lot of mobile applications. So basically for, ticket booking, like as you see, like in Agoda or booking.com, Cleartrip, all those, we did a lot of sites like that. We didn't do those, but we did a lot of sites like that. So the thing is, like, there we worked in many different APIs. So all the APIs that we work with are big companies API. Like we work with API from TripAdvisor, we work with API from Agoda, and there are also other. We work with the API of Indian Railways. We work with the API of various flight, like flight booking carriers like Indigo. We work with APIs of. So we did a lot of work on the APIs when we started building those hotel booking and flight booking sites. Even we worked for the APIs of Bangladesh as well. So we there was like a giant in Bangladesh who's like, because Bangladesh flights are I'm not sure, but they have got a private, like a network of airlines inside them which are not coming in the international scope. So those can be only accessed via that particular API. So we did that also. And then we also went to the motor vehicle industry, where we did CRM, like a VRM search website. So it's basically directly connected to the UK government API, where you can search through a vehicle registration number and you will get all the details of that vehicle. So we did that API work as well. Okay. So these are a few of the clients. I have mentioned the domestic names because you already know these people, like Adimonimun Kanjil, all we know. And this is MKL Motors, like the one that I've been talking about. That's the part which is connected to the UK government database as well. Chronicle Live is the Zimbabwe best newspaper. Zilaxo is basically a concern of Naturoveda. I believe all of you have heard that. So Zilaxo and Naturoveda basically works together. There are many other clients, so this was prepared in a short time. So like I'll show you other clients as well. Okay, as I said, like we have two offices right now. One is, you can see, AJ14, that's basically right now where I'm sitting, and the other one is presence in Atlanta. So that's it. Anyone would like to visit the website, you can scan this QR code, you can take a screenshot, and if you scan this QR code, you will be able to visit our website, which I'll open shortly in front of you and show that to you. So that's from the presentation part. Now I will just go to our website and show all of you a few more things. All right. So this is our current websites that we have. If all of you can see, obviously, if you, I'm just opening that once again. So if you need, you can scan this QR code and you will get the link to our website. That's cleonix.com. So these are a few major important projects which we do. Now I will tell you about a particular project which I am specifically very proud of. Like there are a few projects like that, but I'll mention two particular projects. One is this convergence music project. I will show you the website. So this website basically have a lot of songs, but not songs from, like, you can say not the songs for I would say from like big name songwriters, but this website has songs coming down from small songwriters, like who have just started the musical journey. So all of their songs are there. We actually have a venture with them. So like there are many artists who are submitting their songs like here day by day. So like there is some problem with the site, I don't know, but like this is where you can find a lot of songs that like come towards you, and like people buy like, you know, songs from there, and this company has got a big revenue, and we also have got a partnership with them to work with them. Okay. Next thing, there was a small website with a story that I remember. I would like to tell you because that was a very, very important part of my life. You know what happened? Like one of our client, actually, me and my wife actually were going for a vacation that day. So we actually went to that location already. And then a call came up, like we have to build a website in the next 2 days. So wherever you come back and just start building. Now, what happened is that we were very serious about the work. So we actually came back the same night from the destination. We just came back from the same night. We built the website. It was like, you know, 2 days, 2 to 3 days. We built it was a small website, but we built it. And then we went back again to continue with the vacation. So it was 7 days, out of which practically 3 days were gone. We were able to enjoy the last 4 days. But when I heard the news, the website was actually US, like it was a US based website, definitely. But the website was used to, you know, show US culture, US, like other things like activity, everything to the Pope. Basically, at that time, the Pope from Rome visited USA, and that website was used to display their activities, cultures, and everything in front of the Pope. So I was like very proud at that time when I heard the news. It came on the paper as well in that country. So that's a big thing which came. Now I would why I opened this website, because like I would also like to show you a few people from our team. Okay, there must be some internet problem. I don't know what's happening, but all right. So there is some problem with the internet server. I don't know. Sorry for that. But I'll tell you, like there are people from our end, like who does good work, saying that we are still trying to grow to a bigger picture, and one day definitely we will fulfill our dreams. I just want to focus on the work, and like hopefully few from you will also join a part of Cleonix, as a part of Cleonix, and also like uh, I will be very happy to do that, because like if you have, like we will be having vacancies and opening, we are also actually having right now. So like we are always hiring in a hiring state, but like you know, someday I definitely believe sitting and doing classes on those benches where I also said one time uh, will be a great experience. And I would like to conclude my speech now, because it's almost an hour I have been saying. Like just one point. Remember, like this thing is very important. Whatever you do in your life, if you really like want to do something of your own, like if you want to build something from your end, do this in such a way that you always take the responsibility for it, and do this in such a way that uh, you have delivered based understanding the customer need. So just be a good listener, work hard, and definitely in your life, all of you will succeed. All of you will succeed. I'm sure about that. So thank you everyone for listening to me. I know I don't know whether I was able to make this enjoying, but I tried my best. If I couldn't, I apologize for that. But have a great life, all of you. And Shudipta ma'am, all the teachers, all the faculty members, and everyone of this the Bodhar organization. Like it's an honor for me that I am able to deliver this speech today, and I'll able to. It's a good arena where I could showcase my company over here, and everything that happened to my life. I think this will inspire all of you. And thank you everyone from management to teachers, everyone from BPIMK to give me this opportunity. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir, for the wonderful session. And we really
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
And we really learned so many things from your lecture and your journey. I would also want to share some more facts about you to all the participants, that you are also a great guitarist. Once again, I thank you, sir.
No, I am not a guitarist. Who said that? I am a pianist. I'm not a guitarist. So I didn't say anything about the music part. Okay, I do do a lot of music actually, apart from the work, definitely. But I'm not a guitarist. Please don't say this. I am a pianist, and we have got this shows, everything happening around. So yes, I do play the piano, but it's not the guitar. But thank you for that.
Now, if any participants has any queries, then they can
Yes,
ask.
please. Anyone have any questions? Okay, there is a disturbance in the sound, I think.
Yes. I would like to ask that means, how did you get the name of the company? Means Cleonix is such an uncommon name.
Okay, as I said, it was a random thinking process. It actually came up due to a random thinking process. So I never thought of keeping the name, but I was just looking for a word which is uncommon, because I wanted to stand as a unique company, different from anyone. Most of the company's name, there is always a meaning, but I don't wanted to go with a meaning. I wanted to create something which will have its own meaning. So that was the main goal. And if you carefully look at our logo presently, we tried our best to portray that we deliver solutions that are good, and also we tried to accommodate the programming part, because the two braces and the slash is it's one of the key element of the programming language. Any programming language, we are all familiar with these two braces when we do write programs, whatever it is, C++, Java, whatever you like. So that's why we made the logo like this. And you see there is a concept actually. So this I and X, this is made bend, we have bent this I to understand that we are moving forward. So if you look carefully, there is an arrow between the I and the X. So but regarding the name, definitely it came up, I tried to make something which will create its own meaning. So that's the explanation I have currently.
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah.
Sir, what piece of advice would you give to college graduates who aspire to be an entrepreneur?
Okay, first of all, to the college graduates, I would like to say enjoy your life, because these are the best days of your life. Trust me. Once you go out in the professional world, you will see big sharks, and you will see big peoples, big shots. Suddenly everything will go first things first, enjoy the life. Whatever you're doing in the college, your friends, your time, enjoy that, because that's the most important part, because you are not going to get these days back. If I want to go back to the college now, it's not possible. It's possible, I know, but obviously a person who is right now 18 or 19 years old or 20 years old would gel up that well with me, however friendly I don't know, but gel up. So enjoy your life. And obviously, now if you want to do something of your own, as your question goes, first of all, uh, go slowly. Think what you want to become over the next 2 years or 1 year. Think of certain step-by-step goals. Now, if you really want to open a company, or if you really want to open a business, you can do that right now even. There is no age bar for opening a business. There are people who are even younger than me, and I'm not young, but younger than you, who are actually doing business. So if you want to do a business, if you have got an idea, just start that. If you have got an idea, try to work hard for that. And definitely, if you are working hard, it will become fruitful someday. Definitely it will become fruitful. So first things first, enjoy your life, Second thing, if you want to do something of your own, start it the moment you think. Because let me tell you this, if you don't start it, somebody else will get that thought and they will start it. So it will make you lose your own idea to someone. So it's better you start doing whatever you are thinking. So if you do that, you will get the success. But yes, it has to be hard work. And it's not just taking huge investments from different places. You can do business with small amount, because I have done that. I have like very limited amount of investment. Like I didn't have any investment at all. Firstly, it was zero investment company. But like still, I would say don't go for a huge leap. Think big, but work simple and work smart. Most importantly, and that will help you do something for you. And being a college graduate, because you asked the questions, college graduate, I would say first enjoy your life. That's the most important thing, and learn from everyone as much as you can. Learn from anything. Learn from anything you need. Get, whether it's good or bad. As I said in my speech, there is something good and something bad in everything. You just have to filter out the bad part. Abstraction, like in your programming language, you learned abstraction, getting filtering out the relevant details out of a complex scenario. So it's just that thing you need to do whenever you are learning. Try to learn the good part, filter the bad part. That's it.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir, I also have one query.
Sorry.
I also have one query, sir.
Yes, go ahead. Oh,
Yes, sir. As
yes.
all we know, like now that startups are in a peak right now in India.
Yeah.
So, like, could you just, as a successful entrepreneur, could you just take us through the first phase of your startup and like what were the hardships that you faced at the beginning?
So when you start something, it totally depends on the variable facts. Totally depends on a lot of factors actually. But what I can tell you is like my hardships. Definitely, I would say you that, because I am not from a huge like a big short family or something like that. So I had to work out my own ways. So like I have to earn my own money. So that was important for me. So initially the hardship that was there is creating the brand, because until and unless you become a brand, people won't understand. Now we get enquiries, we calls, but during that time nobody knew Cleonix. So that's the most important and the most hard thing to achieve. Brand awareness. You have to create your brand first. So whatever you do in such a way that people start understanding your brand. Hello.
कट जाएगा रे अगर समझो कि फोन नीचे गिर गया तो
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you, sir.
Yep. Anything
Uh,
else, anyone?
Sir, I have also one query.
Yes.
Sir, can I ask? Sir, suppose we got one idea and we start working on it.
Yep.
And sir, how we know that it will gonna work? We invest our time, but how
Okay,
we figure out that it will work or not?
this is something, this is a very important questions actually. What is your name, Ayush, or what is your name?
Yes, sir. I
Ayush.
start
Yeah,
here.
I see that. Okay, so Ayush, this is a very important question. Now, yes, when we start building something, we have to understand whether it will work or it will go big. Now, I would say something. There are two ways you can understand this. So first way is that try to understand whether whatever you are thinking does have any competition or not. So the level of competition that you are going along with. So let's say if you want to build a IT company, there is a lot of like IT companies there, but if you make it a bit different from the rest of the people, definitely you can succeed with that. So that's why you need to understand the competition first, like what you are going to fight with. And as like we have learned from like stone ages, like never ever underestimate your competition. So if you start trying to study over internet with the idea whether there are similar people who are thinking, because there are a lot of people who thinks like us, so whether somebody already came up with the idea and how big is that competition. So what you can do for creating it a bit different from that competition, and then you will definitely have that thing reach out to people, and you can get success out of that. You have to be a bit different, Ayush. Very simple. You have to be a bit different, and it will definitely make you go a long way. Obviously, there will be people who will copy, who will do things the way you are doing. But again, you have to keep on developing yourself. You have to keep on upgrading yourself. Even you have to keep on updating. But the most important thing is that you have to make it a bit different from whatever other people are doing, and then you will definitely grow. That's at least I believe.
Thank you, sir. Sir, you are inspiration for everyone here.
Thank you for that. It's an honor to speak to all of you. Definitely after this lockdown, we all will meet someday. After this thing is over, like novel coronavirus.
Yeah, once again, thank you, sir, for addressing all our queries. And now I request Sudipta ma'am to give the vote of thanks.
Yes, thank you so much, sir, for capturing the event so perfectly and motivating us through your journey. You have
I tried my
nicely
best.
explained, yes, sir, yes, sir. You have nicely explained how to face the tough competition in order to sustain in the market, and also how to enhance the creativity and increase the productivity. So thanks a lot, sir. And now I would request Momita. We have a small token of appreciation or love for you. So I request Momita to please share the certificate to sir. Momita, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, I'm stopping the screen share if that's all right.
Yes,
now?
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yes, Momita.
Okay. Thank you for that. It's an honor for me. It's really a pleasure and honor for me to participate in this event. And definitely, I hope in future you will have all these kind of activities which are helpful for the students. I don't know whether I am helpful for the students or not, or my speech, but I tried my
Yes,
best. But this is
your
really an
lectures
honor.
are very motivating to us.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Yep.
Momita. And I also want to thank all the organizing team for successfully conducting this event. So I want to thank all the student coordinators, the Shorushesh Mondol, Orindam Dondapal, Shomudip Pal, Srinjay Shaha, Momita Pal, for successfully handling this event. And last but not the least, I would like to, on behalf of the IIC cell, I would like to thank our coordinator, Dr. Shurojit Mondal sir, for guiding us. And I would also like to thank all the participants for their patience, um, for maintaining the session, handling the session nicely. So thank you once again. Thank you all.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, sir.
We should have a group photo. We
Yes,
should have
sir.
a group.
I request all the participants to please turn on your camera so we can have the group photo. I request all the participants.
And feedback, participants' feedback.
Yes, sir. Feedback link. Momita, can you share the feedback link in the chat box?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I'm sorry.
Yes, all the participants, please turn on your camera. Yes, Momita, have you taken the screenshots? Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Have taken.
Okay. So yes, participants, you just check the chat box. The feedback link is available there.
No, it is not shared probably.
Okay, sir.
The link to I.
Ma'am, feedback form is not yet available.
Okay, okay. We are checking. So is it visible now, all the participants?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible now.
Okay. Okay, so I
Yep.
request everyone to please fill up the feedback form.
Yeah, and also please let me know. I know it will be, everyone is very angry for destroying so many
No,
times.
sir, no, sir.
But
We
yeah,
really
let me know the
enjoyed your
feedbacks.
session. It is very good session.
Yep.
So yes, sir, even we have one feedback form for you also, sir. I will share you.
Okay, sure.
Okay, sir. So Shurojit sir, now can we end the meeting now?
Yep.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, everyone. Thank you, everyone.